Hey guys, I'm Dr. Sebastian Gonzales. I'm going to show you a back flow today that I like to use with my patients as well as I use personally because I've had back conditions too and have been able to overcome them. I'm going to show you some that I use to reduce some sensitivity of the back, especially with arching or extension. Now, I'm going to use a mini band for this today, as well as a kettlebell, as well as a door jam. And just know too that you need to be checked out before you do any physical exercise, corrective exercise, or stretching program. Okay. So the first thing is, and I've done this in another video too, is this mini band. I'll show you a little bit different variety today. So, by the way, just know there's other flows to do. I've created a couple because we really need, the nervous system kind of commands everything. And the muscles are just kind of dumb. And we need to create some type of changing stimulus for the nervous system to really keep adapting. And that's what we want with back sensitivity. So the first thing is you put this band right around the knees right there, just bury the heels into the ground. All we're going to do is just seesaw this thing a little bit until your hips get a little tired. Okay? If you feel good about it, once they start to get really lit up, by the way, this could take about 1 to 2 minutes to do that. So it's just simple seesaws. Do it in bed, do it when you're reading a book. It doesn't take a lot of thought. Okay, just make sure you don't arch up like that. Now, once you get sufficiently juiced, you can take the hands down here, glue them to the ground, and start pushing the hips to the sky. Okay? Another way to think of it too is drive the heels through the floor. If your hamstrings start to tighten, then you're probably a very hamstring dominant person, and we got to get those glutes turned on anyways. So experiment with bringing the heels closer or further away. But the sequence then, stick them to the floor, okay? As if your life depended upon it. Drive the heels to the floor, break the band, drive the hips, or the belt buckle, sorry, to the sky. Hold, slow on the way down, drive again. Okay? Just mini glute bridges. Get these things juiced up, okay? When they start to become on fire, that's when you know you're going to start getting some real good support. Once those are sufficiently juiced up, grab this, let's go without the kettlebell. Actually, we're just going to hold this 90-90 breathing position, 90-90-90. Stay right there, hands into here, and then just press, okay? Breathe into the ground every single time. Notice I'm not changing positions. I'm just pressing. Okay? Finally, when your belly wall gives out because it's just tired, not because it's discomfort or painful, just tired, then you know that you're to the correct point. Then we're going to help pattern this thing. We're going to use the doorway for that. Now the door jam squat is simply this. And the reason why I like using a door jam squat for some people with back discomfort, especially extension-based ones, is because we get them to a little bit of a rounded position. Now I know a lot of people have used the, I think it's child's pose, where you're down like this. Okay, this is a very passive position, and ideally you want to have the supportive systems that you just developed help the back, help the spine, help the nerves and the disc, everything hold their place nicely. So when you can use the floor for that, because I'm supporting myself, right? So all you do is take fingertips on here just to track is all, okay? Push the pockets backwards, track down the wall, and kind of skim your forehead on the wall right there, okay? It's okay to get a little bit around in the back, all right? And now I like to think about just being able to say there's a fire right here. Say this thing's a fire, okay? At any point the fire might come up and get you. So you got to have some tension into the feet. Don't just squat down. At least at this point. You can do that stuff later, but at this point with this flow you wouldn't want to do it. Okay? Hang there for about 5 to 10 seconds. Push the floor away. Skim the track as you come up. Okay? Pockets back. Remember, you're going over fire. You don't know when it's going to come up. Pause right there. Just hang. Just warm your cheeks a little bit over the fire. Drive the floor away. Now I'm going to add that forehead skim. The forehead skim is going to help me get a little bit of a round here versus being upright and attentive. Okay? Another way to think of it too is make sure you're making big footprints here. All the toes, all the heel. It's like you're trying to leave a big old footprint for the dinosaur hunters to find later and think that there's men are on the earth the same time as the dinosaurs were. So leave a big old footprint and make them believe that, okay? So we're just going to do about 5 to 10 of these things, and over time what we're attempting to get is we're trying to get the hips and legs to start supporting the back. Because a lot of times what we find is that people tend to use their back for a lot of their movements versus their legs and hips. So if this was helpful to you guys, give me a nice thumbs up on this. I have other movement flows that I've done for back discomfort. We're going to try to put a lot of them on YouTube now. So if you like these, thumbs up and follow. By the way, too, this is part of the course of promoting a book. Okay, the reason why back pain is so prevalent now, it's basically an epidemic, by the way. Like 80% of the U.S. population will get back pain at some point here. The reason why this keeps coming on is because that we have decided to not do anything about it. All right, you got to have a winning attitude getting into this thing. It's like going into a baseball game. All right, if you decide you're going to lose, you're going to lose. Okay, you got to have a winning attitude. And a lot of people, such as your husband, such as your wife, such as your friend, your mom, and so on, they've decided to lose. They've given up. All right, they don't need to. Back pain is really not that complicated for a lot of cases. It can be complicated for some, but for a lot of cases it's not. And a lot of times people have false belief systems. They believe that they have a weak back. They believe they're vulnerable. They believe they're made of glass. They believe that they have a genetic disposition to having back pain, and that's just the problem. All right, there's a lot more to it. And with movement flows like this, as well as doing proper exercise, we can get them back. You can bring them back to life. You really could. So do them a favor, buy them that book. I'll put a link below. The book is cheap. It's on Amazon. It's on print. It's on ebook or Kindle, and it's also audio version. So there's literally no excuse for them to not watch it or listen to it. It's like a 4-hour read. It's like nothing. So go through. There's going to be lots of exercises, mental ones, so they can start developing a plan of attack as well as finding a goal and knowing what they're going to actually do when they actually get out of back pain. So they got to have that winning attitude. So if you liked it, pick up the book. If you like this flow, pick up the book, thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time.